There's a new classification of child abuse that usually happens when two parents divorce or separate. One parent will try and turn a child against the other parent.
I get emails from people from coast to coast to coast and internationally raising concerns about being cut off from their children, being cut off from their grandchildren. This is clearly a significant problem.
It's called parental alienation. Researchers are calling it a serious case of child abuse, which can lead to depression and a lower quality of life. We're joined now by Tammy Shamoon. She's a registered psychologist and a co-founder of the Institute of Child Psychology. Tammy, thanks for taking some time to speak with us this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Now, I've never been through it, but I doubt it's uncommon for divorcing parents or separating parents to fight and badmouth the other parent, especially in front of the kid. At what point is it jump from just badmouthing to parental alienation?
Well, I think it's when one parent has an agenda. We're looking at a parent who has something that they want to, that other parent to be taken out of the picture. And that motive comes from that parent feeling very hurt, and they feel they want to punish their ex-significant other through use of the children. So I think it's one thing for a parent to get angry and then spout something off, and it's another thing for it to be very calculated. And this tends to be more of a calculated act on behalf of a distressed parent.
Now, this you mentioned, it's supposed to punish the other parent, but how this actually has an impact on children in the short and long term.
Right. I mean, biologically, children were meant to be connected to and attached to both parents. And when this happens, you got to remember a child is half of each parent. And when a child is alienated from one of the parents, especially the biological parents, or it could be a grandparent or another person, but particularly when we're talking about parental alienation, that child is basically told that that other parent is no good. And by default, what we're actually saying is that child is no good. And that's where the trauma happens, is the child then feels there's something wrong with them inherently. Now, they may not show this outwardly at first, but as you had mentioned, we'll see issues later on down the road with things like such as depression and anger.